Alright, this is Bally's Minizag from 1968. This is my third time trying to record this because I've been having some pretty awful games. Let's try another time. There you go, super skill shot. Oh, I tilted it. Ugh. Oh, I might save this if I can get a full Zagger, so we'll see. If you're still watching this, I did get a full Zagger, so. Zagger's full, I need to hit it now. Got it. 400 points. Killing it. And I got the gate signal. Hell yeah. Yeah, I must have got the match number at the end, technically. Alright, sweet. So now, get a look inside under the hood and see how it does all its functions. So, normally I wouldn't be able to take the glass off because I'm literally sitting my phone on another machine right now. But the only perk of the Bally glass being designed like this is you can take its glass off when it's in front of another machine because it comes way off the top instead of just sliding across. So now, I think I had everything during that gameplay happen, but if not, I'll explain it here. So, start the game, resets the scores. Notice the 10s likes to skip past when it resets, but anyways, I'll start with the plunger shot, which I will admit is a very fun plunger shot because each time you hit a rebound, the center rollover increases to being 100 or 200. So now it's 100, if I bounce again, then it's 200, then if I go down the center, both of those rollovers will score 200. Now, already a lot happened Going down the center lights the yellow bumpers to score 10. The green bumper always scores 1, and it's always lit. But yellows score 10 when they're lit. Then this button, let me get my zips flipped. Oh, it remembers that the gate was open. Interesting. Anyways, basically, the way this game works, you've got your white mushroom bumper in the center that zips your flips together, and then hitting basically anything at this point unzips your flips, meaning all the red mushrooms will unzip the flips, and hitting a kick out hole, way out 1 or way out 2, will unzip them as well. The way the kick out holes work, they work based off the TVs lit in Zagger here. If you don't have any TVs lit, your kick out hole won't even score any points. Just kicks the ball out right to you. Both kick out holes will do this when you have no TVs lit. Hitting a red mushroom bumper gives you a letter of groovy and lights a TV. So now, when a TV is lit, you'll have to watch real close what happens. The Zagger ball, when this ball reaches a kick-out hole, fires up. Then after he hits this rollover button, scores these rollovers based on which TV is lit. So this rollover will score 100 for the TV lit, and then these will each score 10. So I should score 130, and my score after this will be at, 946? Let's see if that works. Yep. And also, it scoring the lit TV in this Zagger will also spot another groovy letter. So now it should be 220 plus 2 letters of groovy because I have 2 TVs lit. You can watch the groovy letters come on. So optimally, you want to have all 4 TVs lit, so this scores a whopping 400 points and spots you 4 letters of groovy. However, once it's completed the groovy, it's not going to spot you anymore because, like, if you're 1 letter away and this TV spots you the first letter, it's not going to spot the next 3 because it needs time to reset them. So right now would be the best time to hit a kick-out hole because I've got all 4 TVs lit, all 4 letters can be spotted, and I have, so... And every time that groovy gets completed, it resets and lights another spotlight. And the spotlight's only purpose is to give you free games. I believe it's currently set to a free game at 6 and a free game at 9, which is ridiculously hard to do. I think I've maybe gotten 5 spotlights once. But yeah, it's a very, very difficult game. Other features to note, the yellow mushroom always scores 100, meaning it scores the most out of anything on the field that is all right. The gate opens individually from the zipper flippers. You can never have the gate open and the flips zipped at the same time. I'll hit the wipe to zip the flips and the gate will shut. So now I can't open gate when lit. And I can't light that either, any of the normal ways, because my flips are zipped. But once I unzip them, if I had the gate open, the gate continues to be open. And then shuts. But now you'll see, now that I've got my zip flips, when I unzip it, my gate doesn't open automatically because this needs to be hit to open the gate. The only other 2 things I can think of is this lights for opens gate when lit whenever you go down the center up here, or you hit this. Hitting this is essentially the exact same as hitting the center. It lights your bumpers, and it lights opens gate when lit on this guy. But the only difference is it doesn't ever score any points. It just lights those things if you missed going down the center from the start. Very good bumper action. I had to replace the bumper bodies on these 2, and I didn't have a 3rd one, so I super glued it really hard. This one, of course, you can see this mushroom's a little broken, so I put them on this side where he's not going to be hit on the broken area, and he can still score perfectly fine. Oh, that was my free game for getting 6 spotlights. So I got Groovy complete again. Anyways, it's a very interesting game. Very tough to beat. The person that I had bought that from had repainted a couple little bit things on the field and put paint over the text, so I'm not terribly pleased with that. That's why I'm going to end up selling it as well. But here we can have a look kind of on the inside, because when I bought it, the guy who I bought it from that had passed away, he apparently was in the middle of repainting that whole field, and he didn't put he took everything off the field when he was repainting it. All the switches and the bumpers and the flippers and everything. If it wasn't hanging off the bottom of the field when I bought it, it was I don't know what to show you here. It's a lot of fun stuff. You got your weird bumper assembly right here. I've never worked on the inside of a Bally, so finding all this stuff is a lot interesting. This is left and right rebound relay, so when they're both energized, that center becomes worth 200. That center on top. So then I can collect 200. But that doesn't actually turn off until you hit the green bumper. The green bumper turns that off. Bally did so many weird things. It's so interesting. But anyways, you got your normal score motor, your score motor sheet. Let me put this in front of you. I didn't actually have the schematics, but it came with this. In case you're having trouble with the score motor, here's a look at the score motor sheet from 1A all the way to 10B, and then the bottom left portion is torn off. And he wrote normally closed on the bottom. I guess that was the custom revision on his part. But besides that, everything was pretty alright. I'm assuming that same guy had replaced all the fuse holders, which is good because Bally has the worst fuse holders known to man. These guys particularly. Yes, these guys. What a joke. This is supposed to hold a fuse. Ugh. Trying to get the focus on this thing. Yeah, look at that. Look at how stupid. Ugh. Anyways, you've got your Groovy unit and your Zagger unit. And I think that's so funny. But the Groovy unit had some mishap at one point and lost that finger on that side. But someone had already soldered another one on there, and I adjusted it just so it works. These, I'm assuming, are just for the lights in Groovy, and it knows when it's gotten to the end because it closes that switch, or it opens it on that end. And the bottom of the zipper flipper assembly, of course, you've got your 2 flippers, right and left. But you also have the coil to release the flips when they're zipped, and you have this massive coil back here to zip them in the first place. So if I zip them, that huge thing will energize and pull the whole assembly in itself. So hold on, there we go. Now they're zipped. And now they're unzipped. Zipped. And I can just touch this relay with my hand to unzip them. That moves where these flipper pawls are. That's what actually moves inwards. They can still, of course, work. Wow, they're zipped. And this huge abomination is because none of these were soldered when I got there. So I soldered this to this, soldered this to this, soldered this to the inside of this to alleviate all the stress from getting moved in and out. So hopefully that lasts for a very, very long time, because that's another thing with zipper flippers. You thought solder breaks off the lugs on a normal pinball machine for coils. Imagine those coils actually physically moving back and forth. Yeah, it's going to break off a lot more frequently. You've got your gate assembly up here, which a flipper bushing was broken on mine, but I still had the piece. So I used the gate bushing on the flippers. and use that broken flipper bushing in the inside of the gate assembly, because the gate still works perfectly fine with a broken bushing, but you don't want a broken bushing in the flippers. That's going to get used and abused a hell of a lot more than the gate. So take a quick little peek on the back of the machine. And the little Zagger, this little guy. So weird. Anyways, all that's just garbage from inside of it. Take a look in the back, because it has both back door keys and front door key, and this equitable fake little look at this thing. Hold on. Pay to the order of our customers, Columbus, Albion, David City. Little fake banknote key fob. Oh, I think that's so cool. So yeah, the guy I'm selling this to, hopefully he'll be very pleased with his purchase. He's not a terribly big pinball guy himself, so he doesn't know too much about all the inner workings of a machine and the, for example, the we got all LEDs in it, all that fancy stuff. Got your, let me zoom out here. There we go. Got your score reels, a little bell, a bell adjustment for 10 points, 10 and 100 points, or just 100 points or off. I think it's in 10 and 100 right now, which is fine because this match unit has the bell that goes every 1 pointer. Yeah, you've got the spotlights unit that has 9 positions to advance your spotlights. Technically 10 positions because 0 spotlights is a position, and then your first spotlight. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9. You got your credit reel, standard relays. Jeez, it still works when it's plugged in. Okay, that was a little loud. And your ball count unit, which has wiper blades that look like that. Actually, reset. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And spotlights is the same thing. So that's reset. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Hopefully that that has helped you troubleshoot your Bally Minizag at home if you have one. And I will see you in another video. Have a good night.